Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan once changed the game of basketball, and now Caitlin Clark is doing something similar in the women's league. Her new deal with Wilson. It's a game changer. Her signature basketballs sold out in just 40 minutes. She's still a rookie, but she's already tripling crowd sizes, breaking over 60 records, and drawing serious attention, both good and bad. Some WNBA veterans aren't too happy and are making it known on the court. And the Jordan comparison? That's not just media hype. NJ himself sees her impact. Caitlin Clark is reshaping women's basketball, and it's happening fast.
Caitlin Clark wasn't no one ever said there weren't ever great players before Caitlin Clark. There was never phenomenon, not in my lifetime, with women's basketball. And I went to UConn, so I've seen plenty of great players, but nobody's ever moved the needle in my lifetime like this.
Just like Michael Jordan changed the NBA back in the 80s, Caitlin Clark is rewriting the rules for the WNBA today. Her rise is shaking things up, and not everyone's handling it well. She's breaking records, drawing massive crowds, and making waves that some veterans aren't too happy about. Her impact isn't just hype. We've got the receipts to prove it.
Unveiled Caitlin Clark's signature basketball, making her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson.
When Michael Jordan dropped a new product, people would camp out just to get their hands on it. Now, Caitlin Clark is reaching that same level, but in women's basketball, something we've never seen before. Her deal with Wilson isn't just a big moment. It's history in the making. She's the first female player since Jordan to launch her own signature basketball collection. Let that sink in. Not everyone's reacting the same way. Some WNBA veterans are watching this rise with mixed feelings. Even Cheryl Swoops, who once questioned Clark's game as she moved from college to the pros, is now recognizing the huge commercial wave Clark is creating. You can feel the tension as her name starts popping up next to Michael Jordan's in marketing talks. And that's shaking up the old guard in a major way.
Clark is the first ever female athlete to have her own collection with Wilson, but just a heads up though, the entire collection on the Wilson website is sold out.
The impact of Caitlin Clark's deal was obvious the moment her signature basketballs went on sale. Wilson didn't see it coming. Thousands of balls sold out in just 40 minutes, faster than a 5-pound drop. That kind of demand shows Clark's influence goes way beyond just basketball fans. She's creating a wave in women's sports marketing that we haven't seen before. This kind of buzz feels a lot like the Jordan era, when fans didn't just watch, they bought in. Clark is changing the business side of women's basketball, bringing in new fans who are excited and ready to spend. The response says it all. Clark has hit a level of mainstream popularity that many veterans have been chasing for years, with nothing quite like this to show for it.
All Caitlin Clark fans, 2 new limited edition basketballs are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute ball pays homage to Clark's time within the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select Hy-Vee.
This collection isn't just about merch. It tells the story of Caitlin Clark's unique style of play. Each basketball has its own meaning. The 3-up ball celebrates her deep shooting range that pulls defenders out to half court. The record breaker honors her stats and all the records she's shattered. Every laser-etched detail ties directly to how she's changing the game, making this feel like a true reflection of her, not just another product. Then there's the Crowd Maestro ball. It captures something you can't measure. Clark's ability to light up a building just by stepping on the court. The energy shifts, the crowd leans in, and even people who never watched women's basketball before suddenly can't look away. That kind of presence isn't learned. It's rare, and it's what separates icons from the rest.
Wilson did not mess around with these basketballs. Geometric patterns form the number 22 in triangles, whose 3 sides nod to threes that fuel her scoring, and then the black and yellow is a nod to the colorways of the Iowa Hawkeye.
This overwhelming market response helps explain the tension we're seeing in the league. Some veterans have spent years trying to break into the mainstream, only to see Clark do it almost overnight. She's achieved in months what others couldn't in over a decade. When her basketballs sell out faster than the latest tech drops, it's clear Clark isn't just an athlete anymore. She's a full-blown cultural force.
Yeah, but she's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family. Yeah. The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year. when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever. Ever? Well, I don't know.
The Wilson deal proves Caitlin Clark isn't just a standout rookie. She's already made history. Her impact isn't just hype. It's backed by real sales numbers that put her in the same conversation as basketball legends. And she's doing all this before finishing her first season. This shifts the entire outlook for what women's basketball players can achieve in the marketplace and sets a new bar for what's possible.
Take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar, LeBron James, 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark. That is the
big question now is, how will the league respond to this new reality? While some veterans are clearly uncomfortable with how quickly Clark has taken the spotlight, others see the bigger picture. She's raising the WNBA's profile in a way we've never seen before, bringing in national attention, new fans, and major sponsorship dollars. Clark's success isn't just her own. It has the potential to lift the whole league. By breaking through so quickly, she's opening doors for other players and reshaping how female athletes are seen and valued in the market. It's not just a moment. It could be the start of real change.
To Sports Pro, Caitlin Clark is the 4th most marketable athlete in the world. Yeah, not just female athlete, not just in the United States, but in the entire world.
As Caitlin Clark continues to raise the WNBA's profile, she made a marketing move that had industry insiders scratching their heads at first. Instead of going the usual route with luxury brands or big-name sportswear, she did something no one saw coming. She put her signature basketballs right next to the milk and eggs. That's right, Clark launched her product line in Hy-Vee grocery stores across the Midwest. And it worked. This wasn't just clever, it was genius. She tapped straight into the heart of Middle America, reaching everyday fans where they shop. It's a bold move that's changing the game for how female athletes build cultural influence. And it proves Clark isn't just playing at a high level on the court. She's redefining the playbook off it too.
Balls. Very, very cool. Big deal. Good job, Wilson. You know they probably went and put this together. I mean, maybe Hy-Vee contacted Caitlin Clark first, but, you know, this is probably the type of thing Wilson is trying to do.
Imagine this. Fluorescent lights buzzing above, the steady beep of checkout scanners, parents pushing carts through packed aisles, and then, right between the dairy section and household goods, Caitlin Clark's signature basketball displayed front and center. This wasn't just a random choice, it's a homecoming. While most top athletes are targeting fancy boutiques or luxury stores, Clark chose something completely different. She went straight to where Midwestern families spend their weekends, the local grocery store.
Here, they just had this go, and this is the Hy-Vee Instagram account. Again, Wilson, Caitlin Clark, really smart, very cool video, lots of smiling faces.
Think about this. The average American visits the grocery store 1.6 times a week. That's a level of engagement no billboard or commercial can match. Every time someone walks down that aisle, they're seeing Caitlin Clark's signature basketball. And that's powerful. What's striking is that some veterans in the WNBA still don't get it. They're so focused on being seen as serious athletes that they miss what Clark figured out right from the start. Becoming a cultural icon means connecting with everyday people where they actually are. The Hy-Vee partnership doesn't just put her products in front of shoppers. It sends a message to Middle America. I'm one of you. Clark isn't just changing the game on the court. She's positioning herself as the hometown hero who's redefining basketball forever.
It a million times. It's not breaking news. It's not brand new, but I really do believe Caitlin Clark is the next face of basketball. You know, they've been searching for that in the NBA. Who's the next face of the NBA? It's been LeBron and Steph carrying the torch. I think the next face of basketball, period, is Caitlin Clark.
When Caitlin Clark steps onto the court, the numbers speak for themselves. She averages 1.18 million viewers per game, 3 times the league's average. That's not just impressive, it's a game changer. Suddenly, even your dad, who's never cared about the WNBA, is asking when the Fever play next. Clark isn't just excelling on the court, she's making waves off it too. The numbers don't lie. What we're seeing is historic. Caitlin Clark has put herself in rare company. She's only the second rookie in history, alongside Michael Jordan, to average stats like this: over 18 points, 8.5 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 block, and 2 steals per game. She's walking alongside the GOAT from day one. But this isn't just about basketball. Clark isn't just selling basketballs. She's doing for women's basketball what Jordan did for men's basketball. She's transcending the sport itself. She's a cultural icon who happens to play basketball, and that makes all the difference for her long-term impact.
We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names. In fact, some worldwide, huge, international names. Two of them being Messi and Ronaldo.